Hey y'all, I know you don't really care, but this is the third time I've made this video because I keep messing it up. So fingers crossed we get it right this time. Let's talk about your audience analysis worksheet. Typically when students start thinking about speeches, they get nervous and they start thinking, okay, I have to go to the library, I have to do my research, I have to do my outline, and that is all very important stuff. But it's also important to start with a clear picture of what you're hoping to accomplish. And let's be honest, when you're speaking to an audience, you're hoping to connect with that audience. And you can't do that unless you have a pretty good idea of who you're talking to. And that's why one of the first things that I ask you to do in your presentation is think about your audience. Let's go to our Blackboard page here. And I am going to click on week 2, which is where you will find all of this information. You will see that you have a lot to do in this week. You will see that I have added the master assignment folder, which has all of the separate steps, but then I've also added just the specific steps that you need to complete this week. These are just submission links. If you want to complete the audience analysis worksheet, click on that folder. In the folder, you will see this video, and then you'll also see this audience analysis worksheet. Click on the attached file, and that will take you to a Word document. All right, now I am going to show you the Word document here and talk to you a little bit about what I'm hoping to accomplish. First of all, you need to put your name here. You need to put your topic here. And then all these questions about your audience. The first question you might have is, how do I know? Do I make up an audience? No, you don't. You are actually planning this speech for the real classmates that you have in this course. So how do you answer these questions? You go back to discussion board week 1 and you watch their self-introduction videos. I recommend that you watch at least 10, if not all of them. That will give you a very good idea of the kind of people that you're talking to. You will answer these questions based on what you learn about your classmates in those videos. So that is why, that's one of the first things you do, and then watch those videos to answer these questions. I also want to show you an example of one of your fellow classmates' audience analysis worksheets, just so you can get an idea of what kinds of answers I'm looking for. And I see that there we go. All right. So this is what one of your classmates turned in. And she said that her topic is being a safety professional. When she first started talking about doing this speech, she said, I don't really think anybody else is going to be that interested. And I want to remind you that you are not giving a speech about why this is a great profession for you. Okay, your audience may find you delightful, but they don't care enough about you to know why you want to be a safety professional. And this is not a speech to convince the audience to become members of whatever profession you're talking about. You are not persuading the audience about your profession. You are simply informing them. And as I talked with this student about being a safety professional, the more we talked about it, the more we realized there are actually lots of things that people probably don't know about being a safety professional that's really interesting. And so the idea is to understand your audience so that you can adjust the information that you share with them to suit their needs. So for example, if you're going to talk about being a teacher, well, your audience already knows a lot about being a teacher because guess what? They've been around teachers all their lives. So you want to find information that's surprising and novel that they haven't thought about. But if you're choosing something like safety professional or another specific kind of career that your audience may not be familiar with, you're going to want to break it down to the basics. One of the things I want you to note is the length of these answers. This student put a lot of thought into who she would be talking to, and you can see that by the depth and detail in her answers. I expect you to do the same. So that's one of the first steps. You'll also complete your library research assignment this week, just so you're familiar with library research resources. Make sure that you take these steps seriously because this is the foundation for what will come next, and that will determine largely your success in this speech. So let me know if you have questions, and good luck.